Good. Hi, I'm Kitt. Welcome to another video. I'm going to call this segment Ask Kitt, where you can ask me anything and I will give you my advice. All advice is my own. It's not the truth. It's just a point of view. Okay, if you like this kind of content, give it a thumbs up. It makes sure that the video reaches so many people, and subscribe to my channel. It really supports me. All right, let's get into it.
Because these Nairobi streets are murky and filled with waves.
I asked on Instagram for you guys to ask me for advice, and the questions I got, I was just like, I don't know if stories is going to do it, so I decided to do a video. So here we are. All the questions are obviously anonymous, and I'm not going to say who wrote the question. I'll just write the question and then I'll answer. Okay, what would you do if you had a child at 23, unplanned but done with school and have a fairly stable job? I would have the child, obviously, and I would raise them. I would seek a lot of support from my parents so that I don't have to pay for childcare in terms of, let's say, a nanny or stuff like that, and live life. It's not the end of the world. You have a job, you finished school. 23 is actually a really big girl, to be fair. A lot of people get married at 23. I got married at 25. So how do you deal with a guy who insists on texting you but doesn't want to have conversations with you? As in, I think I would just have conversations with guys who want to have conversations with me. Not everybody is compatible. People are not the same. So if somebody is texting you but you would rather talk on the phone, there's no need to keep going in that relationship. If it's a relationship, this one seems like you're in the talking stages. Move on to somebody who you're more compatible with. How to prepare to push out a 4 kg baby. It doesn't matter the size of baby. The way to prepare for labor is to exercise, eat right, always be moving, drink lots of water, do a Lamaze class. Lamaze really helped us when we were expecting Kendi, and then again when we were expecting Keyo. So it gives you a sense of what to expect, what's going to happen, stuff like that. So get educated on labor. It doesn't matter the size of baby. What's my best advice to help this person stay with a nanny for a long time peacefully? What has worked for me with nannies, and I'm going to post the video right here, I'm going to link it, is being professional. So the way that I'm professional is the way that I would want somebody else to treat me professionally. When I go to a work environment, I expect a contract, I expect a JD, a job description, I expect working hours, none off hours, I expect leave days, sick days, compassionate leave. I expect pay rise within certain parameters, and if there's a problem, like, I expect there's a way that we're going to discuss the problems and rectify situations. That's exactly what I do at home. I don't change anything. I have the contract, I have everything that I have just mentioned. That's how I treat my nannies. So when you're in a professional environment, like that, it creates a sense of dignity. And the way that we in Kenya treat housekeepers and nannies is crazy. It's very unregulated. The industry is unprofessional, and we just go with that. So even the way we think and talk about housekeepers, it's very classist. They do ABCD. Me, me, nannies, me. You know, we call them derogatory terms like mboch, and it's just, we're just awful. We're awful. And we didn't even create this way of being. We inherited it from our mothers, our grandmothers, you know. So you can start a new way of being and be different. It doesn't matter if the person you have hired is used to employers being a certain way. When they come into your home, they will find that you are different. You're a different type of an employer. You're a professional, and you will treat them professionally. That will change the dynamic with you, and it will change how they see their work, and it will change them as a person. Just the same way it will change you as a person. Is questioning whether a man is good for you a sign that he might not be good for you? No. No, 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 no. You have to question. You have to question. So you look at your man and or a man, and you ask yourself, is this guy good for me? Are we going to be compatible? Are we going to live well together? You have to question. It's not a sign of anything. It's not a sign like he's going to be a bad guy or he's not good for you. No, no, no. That's real life. So no. At what age do I intend to put Kendi and Keyo in separate bedrooms, and how am I handling the privacy bit currently, like when changing? My children are, Kendi is almost 7. She'll be 7 in 3 months. Keyo will be 4 next month. So 6 and 3. They are brother and sister. I do not have a problem. I don't have any perception of them being private in any way, shape or form as yet, because they are young. They shower together, they change together, and very many households don't have separate spaces for siblings. So this question is even coming from a point of privilege, a point of people can have 2 separate rooms, 3 separate rooms, 5 separate rooms for siblings of different sexes and ages. There's very many families who all sleep in the same room, and they handle the privacy issues how they handle the privacy issues. Right now, I'm not concerned with that because they are young. They change at the same place. They bath together. It's no big deal in my home right now. As they get older, I'm keeping a lookout for Kendi to notice when she starts to want to be more private, and at that moment, that's when I'm going to support her in her privacy. But until then, we're good. Brothers and sisters can change together until they're adults, literally, without it being weird and crazy. Because I know the world is very crazy, and I know the world is very weird, but very many people are just healthy families and they don't have to deal with that. Is there anything like moving on too soon after a breakup and where children are involved? I think people have a pride issue, and they will tell you you're moving on too soon because they overjudged. Is that a word? They placed themselves too highly in your life. So at the moment of the breakup, the way they felt about you, they thought that you also felt about them that way. And so when you move on, they're like, that's too soon. But actually, it's up to you. If you feel personally it's too soon, then it is. If you don't feel that, then it's not. It's not about other people and how other people perceive you're moving on, and the children are neither here nor there. And there might be a question on, should you introduce people to your children? My recommendation would be no, wait until it's something much more than talking stages, you know. But if you're just seeing people, go ahead and see people. It's not too soon if you don't feel like it's too soon. I believe my pal's partner is cheating. Is it in my place to confront him or her? How do you know? Have you caught, let's say it's a her, have you caught her cheating? do you know the person she's cheating with? If that is the case, then tell her that you know that she's cheating, and if she doesn't stop, you're going to tell your friend. That's what I would do, because what if they break up and she finds out that your pal is a man, right? Let's say they break up, he finds out that his girlfriend was cheating on him and you knew. What are you going to say about that then? So I would confront the partner and tell her, I know you're cheating. I know you're cheating with ABCD. And if you don't tell, my friend, I'm going to tell him by Friday. So here's your chance to make it right and stop the cheating. A guy I like recently told me that he really likes me, but didn't ask me to be his girlfriend. What should I think of this? You should think that the guy really likes you. Period. You are not his girlfriend. You're not in a relationship. You are nothing. In fact, you're a girl he likes, just the way he's a guy you like. Don't assume anything. Also, women, let us stop waiting for men to make the first move. Let us normalize telling a guy, are we in a relationship? You ask, I would like us to be in a relationship. Are you down? If not, that's as it is. I love my job, but my boss picks on me. No warning letter or anything, but I can't meet her expectation. You know what? How does your boss pick on you? Is this like a high school scenario where she's always saying mean things to you or stuff like that? Because if that is it, then suck it up. That's life. Some people are horrible. But if it's actually something more and it's hindering your ability to work, then you need to see HR. Okay. Should I give this guy who's way older than me a chance? I'm still in uni. I'm 20, he's 28. Yeah, give him a chance. Go out with him. It's not marriage. See if you like him and see if he likes you, and move on from there. Give him a chance. Age is just age. It's not anything bad, I wouldn't consider that a very big age difference. Maybe at your age it seems very big, but objectively not really. How do I stick to a monthly budget? Walking in a supermarket is sorcery. The budget is forgotten. Wow, you live such a good life, eh? You have so much money to spend on things you don't need there. Okay, noted. Consider withdrawing only the money that you need for the shopping trip, and then leaving your card and phone in the car, so you can't, or in the house or whatever, have somebody else hold it for you, so you can't withdraw more money and you can't get M-Pesa. All the money that you have is all the money that you have. Try that. What would you tell a girlfriend who is about to become a wife? Don't lose yourself in wifing. You are still you. Hey
baby.
Hi. Did she tell you?
She said I'm shooting with you.
No. No, you're not.
I heard you say that.
No, I said tell Baba not to come in. I'm shooting.
Oh. Okay. You look pretty.
Thanks.
The shoot is going very well.
You don't know that.
I'm sure of it. I am sure of it.
Is he a stringer?
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Kiss. Welcome to my mom's channel.
Don't lose yourself in wifing. Don't lose yourself in I am now Martin's wife. you are still a person who is now in a marriage. There's I wouldn't say there was a difference in you. I don't see myself as different. Society says I can't be in love because I'm young. Should I believe them? I even made a post about this thing. I find this very, very odd. Young people can be in love, guys. Radical notion. Young people can be in love, and love deeply, and love for long. I moved to where my hubby works. Now my business won't pick 3 years on. I'm tired. I want to go back to where my business thrived. Is it wise or not? I really need to be financially independent. I get this. Wow, I really, really get this. You need to speak with your husband about this and consider having a long distance relationship for a while, because you also need to satisfy your own need as a human adult to have a financial independence. And this might also stem from, there might be some issues with your marriage situation in the finance department, in that your money is your money, my money is my money, and there's some stress there. So you feel like his money is not yours, and so you're not financially independent. I don't know that for sure, that's just conjecture, but I advise that you do speak with him and consider going back or change your business to a business that can work where you are. What's more important at this moment in your marriage? Is it the business or is it being in the same space? Consider that with him. Talk to a therapist as well, and I think that will be good. Okay, I live with my sister-in-law. She literally reports everything that happens to my mother-in-law. My husband isn't bothered. Yeah, I mean, why would your husband be bothered if he's not bothered? If you are bothered, do something about it. I would recommend talking to your mother-in-law and reaching out to her, wife to wife, and be like, me and you, we were both not born in this home. We both carry the name Kiarie by marriage, so we are on the same side. I need your support to protect my marriage. When somebody else is reporting things to your mother-in-law, how would you feel? So reach out to her on that level and tell her that you need space. That way, when your sister-in-law goes to her, she'll be like, shut up. Enough of that childishness. How do you handle premenstrual symptoms so that they don't get in the way of your productivity? There's no pain involved, just extreme moodiness and sulking and overthinking. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. Woo! But it's so exhausting. If you people only knew how exhausting PMS is. What a wow. A few things that have worked for me: exercise, eating the opposite of what I feel like eating. I feel like eating, chocolate and fatty things and whatever, but that actually increases the PMS. So sticking to fruit, vegetables, stuff like that, fresh things. And then taking time off. So if I'm not able to take off work, I can take time off like social engagements, social media, stuff like that. So resting a lot. Try those. I'm battling major imposter syndrome, being in a big job so young. How do I make the most of it? Babe, congratulations. Yes! Sis, you made it. You made it. Be a a beacon and shine a light on young women being in big jobs. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Every single morning when you wake up, tell yourself, I am it. It is me. I am the one. Me is it. When I grow up, I want to be me again. In the words of Apondi. Just keep telling yourself, I deserve to be here. I deserve to be here. I deserve to be here. Advice on dating an ex's close friend. Don't do it. No, leave those people. Now, when you have left your ex, leave those people. His friends can be your friends, but don't date them. Please leave those people. There are very many men. Please go find them. Don't date your ex's friend. Close friend. No. Guys, come on. What is my reason for saying that? It's messy. It's not tidy. It's a lot. They talk about you. They have talked about you before. They will continue to talk about you. He will cloud your current boyfriend's judgment and perception of you because of stuff that he knows about you. You're a completely different person in this relationship because relationships bring out different things in us, but then you find you might not get a chance to show your current boyfriend that you're different. He'll still think you're that one. Kitt, should wives change our surnames on official documents, emails upon marriage? Should is a big word. If you want to change, change. If you don't want, don't. Should is a very big word. There's no should. And you need to speak to your husband regarding this conversation. If he really wants you to change your name, then that's something else. But should, there's no should. It's just what is and what isn't. My gym instructor keeps erecting anytime he coaches me on those exercises that require me to lie down. Honestly, it's so irritating and I don't know how to tell him because I don't want him to think I'm concentrating on him, on down there. But I'm torn in between just doing home workouts and quitting. This is the issue. This is the reason why women do not go to the gym. Because all the instructors are men and this happens. Go to your gym management and tell them I need to change instructors. Can you please can you pair me with a different instructor? Can you pair me with a woman? I'm no longer interested in erections. Plain and simple. Ew. My baby daddy sent 6,000 for child support. 2 children. And he can comfortably afford more. Should I sue for more? Because it's kind of hard on us to manage. Yes. Short answer. When I was younger while dating, would I forgive my boyfriend if I found out he slept with someone else? No. Short answer. I don't. For me, cheating is a sign of disrespect. It's the highest sign of disrespect. And if you don't respect me, what do we have? There's no love without respect. There's nothing like that. Oh, but I love you so much, but I'll disrespect you. So no, my answer is no. Going back to school in my 30s, waste of time or do it? So many people are in school right now, and isn't everybody who is doing a PhD 30? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, go do it. Go back to school, for sure. Can a man who was married before make a good husband after the failed marriage? This is the thing with marriage, and any relationship for that matter. The relationship is two, right? And the two of you, you either make the relationship fail or succeed. It is the two of you. It is not one or the other. I promise, no matter how bad your partner is. It is the two of you that have created that bad situation. This bad husband can go and be the greatest husband to somebody else until you ask yourself, you mean this because you two were not working. Him by himself is a normal guy. You by yourself, normal guy. Together, the worst. Toxic. So yes, anybody, husbands, wives, anybody who has had a divorce, kwanza those messy bad ones, the ones where it's just bad, yes, they can be very, very good spouses in a different relationship because we're there with different people who bring out different things in them. What's my response to people asking ladies to not become too successful because nobody will marry them? In 2021, we are still telling women nobody will marry you. Do people think that you're doing too much? Or you're okay the way you are? The Bible says that we are created in the image of Yahweh. Me as Kitt, I am created in God's image. Martin, he is created in God's image. I am not less than. I am literally created in God's image. So for me to tell myself, let me be less than, in the hopes that a man somewhere will find me attractive enough, less than enough to marry me, is ludicrous. And we need to stop this immediately. I've given you permission to go out there and be the CEO of the biggest company in the world and see if nobody will marry you, because that is the aim of every woman, marriage. What do you do if your daughter-in-law restricts the children from visiting their paternal grandparents? That's very sad. What's the issue there? There must be something going on there. That means she doesn't want her children to visit her husband's parents. There's something going on there, and you need to discuss the issue with the husband, like what's happening there. So if this is your daughter-in-law, discuss with your son. What's happening? What have we done? Have we done something to offend? Is there an issue? Look like there's something there. So you need to discuss with your son and see what's going on, okay? My baby daddy boyfriend gives me the silent treatment. I have tried speaking to him without success. How manipulative. Silent treatment is very manipulative and abusive. It's a form of abuse. So maybe if you consider that it's a form of abuse rather than a form of sulking, you will take it more seriously and you might know what to do with it. Yeah. 7 years in a relationship and I don't feel compatible with my boyfriend. Some red flags too. What to do? I don't understand. It's taken you 7 years to notice that you're not compatible, or what has happened? Has something changed? Also, I think you should deal with these issues separately. The compatibility and the red flags. But what changed? Something definitely changed. And 7 years. People are still dating for 7 years? What? Ooh, it's witchcraft. Maybe you don't want marriage, but it's fine. It's okay. Not everybody is aiming for marriage. But I really feel sad when we women come and be like, we've been dating for 7 years and he's not asked me. 7 years? Oh, okay. A boyfriend is requesting for some money from me. Also, he has never spent money on me. I don't know if he has never spent money on you really comes into play, or maybe it does, because it's like reciprocal. Is that the word? When, you know, we treat each other the same way, so that's why it works. I wouldn't lend people money. If you want to give money to your boyfriend, give him. But if you consider it a loan, then you're going to start having problems, because now he's not paying. When is he going to pay? When did he say blah blah blah? Messy, very messy, in fact. How have you made your marriage a success? What are some of the secrets you can share with us? My marriage is a success. But Martin and I fight. We fight like cats and dogs. But wow. The biggest thing that we know is when we are having an argument or we are fighting, we try and be on the same team. So it's Martin and I against the issue. That has helped us to consider each other as partners for a long time. My ex said he can't support kids he doesn't live with. If he has to, then we must get back together. Does he want you or the children? Would it be wrong if I deny him access to the kids since I raised them on my own? Yes, it would. Why must you be? I don't understand. This is, and women, listen to me. Men use children in many aspects, in many facets, to hold women down. So if you're being abused, they tell you can't live with your children. If you're going to leave, you leave your children here, so you stay, right? Because you don't want to leave your children there. The women who have left their children have gotten their children, because the guy is like, hey, okay, here's your kid, right? I don't have any hold on you. You don't need to be in the same, you don't know. Sue your children's father for child support, and don't deny him seeing his children. He's a lousy partner, but he might be a good father. Separate those two. Do not use your children as pawns in a war. Oh, now you won't see your father because he doesn't pay. No, don't do that. The temptation is there. I know. I can imagine. I have no experience with it personally, but the temptation is there, I'm sure. But don't be like him. Him is being that lousy of, if you don't do this, then nah. Don't be that one. Be bigger than that, no matter how hard it might be, because your children will benefit from having him in their life. Okay? I want to leave my relationship, but I'm too invested and I have 2 children. Also, starting over is scary. Yeah, starting over is very scary. You're too invested in what? The relationship, or is there like a business? Or staying in a relationship that it does not serve you and your children are watching is dangerous for the children, because they can feel that mom and dad are not working. Mom and dad, there's something going on there. They can feel mom's unhappiness. You need to be away, stay away, and you can still continue raising the children together. How does one move from friend zone to girlfriend? You ask the friend out on a date. Radical. Oh, I know, it's radical, but that's where you start. There's a boyfriend who invites a previous fling to a boys' trip, and that's still your boyfriend. My friend, leave the trash in the street where you found it. What is your take on your mother-in-law only calling when she needs money? If I call, also she needs money. My mother taught me that if your mother-in-law needs financial support, decide with your husband how much money you're going to be giving your mother-in-law every month. Then at the beginning of the month, or at a specific time of the month, every month, send the money automatically. That way she doesn't need to ask. It is indignifying for your mother, for your parent to ask you for money. It's not nice. So remove that situation, and then you can talk about other things. I've met a perfect guy, but his looks are not so great. He is amazing. What do I do? You go out with him. I know that you want the tall, dark, handsome one, but the tall, dark, handsome one is unavailable, and the tall, light, not so good looking one is amazing to you. You go out with him, because in the long run, looks don't matter. What's my take on diets and weight loss? What would I advise someone struggling to lose weight? Start with the kitchen. Okay, so the best way to lose weight is to watch what you are eating, and it doesn't matter how active you are, you cannot outrun a bad diet. So watch what you are eating, eat well. It's not a diet, it is a lifestyle change. You're now eating healthier food for you, for your body. And then after that, you can get somebody to help you with workouts. There's a lot of YouTube workouts that you can like work out for free at home, no weights, no nothing. You don't need to have any experience, and you just do it at home. Nobody's judging you. And every day you just wake up, whether you feel like it or not, and you keep going. Because what's your goal? You said weight loss. So eat right, move, and you'll get there. So, hi Kate, I know that we should have put a ring on it before we started living together. We still haven't 10 years later. Been through so much. I need advice on solemnizing a marriage with all ups and downs. Okay, go to the AGs. And is your partner involved in this, or it's only you who wants to make it legal? You just go to the AG's office and you register to get married, and then you go back, I think it's 3 weeks later, and you get married there, and you're done. I think it's going to take you, I don't even know how much it is, but less than 3,000. I think the marriage certificate might be 3,000. I'm not sure, but that's how much you need. Go and do it. I'm thinking of leaving my toxic 14 years marriage, relocating to another country, leaving him and my 3 kids. Babe, self-respect, putting yourself first, that's very, very important for every human. These things are not only offered or left for men. Even women can put themselves first. See what is there to be salvaged, and salvage it if anything is there to be salvaged. If there's anything to be salvaged, then you can try and salvage it. If there is nothing, go and parent your children from away. You know, they will also be greatly affected. When mommy is happy, children are happy. How would I support Martin if he lost his job? Hustle. We would hustle, both of us. Yeah, that's what you do in a marriage. You support each other. So we would hustle and we would make it work. Spend less. What to do when he tells you he is done with you and it's hard to leave him. Believe him. Believe him. Don't ever call him again. Have self-respect. Do sleep-trained babies still experience regression? Yes, they do. And it is not as difficult as babies who are not sleep-trained. Theirs lasts maybe 2 or 3 nights, and then they're back because the schedule doesn't change. The thing with sleep training is it gives you foundation. So without foundation, you can keep going back to what you already know. Babies who are not sleep trained don't know how to put themselves back to sleep. They don't know how to put themselves to sleep. They don't have any self-soothing tactics, right? But babies who have all those tools at their disposal. My baby daddy said that I give him 6 months to get finances in order so we can live together. Only for me to find him cheating. Should I just give up and accept being a single mom? Yes. Your baby daddy actually told you to give him 6 months to probably break up with his girlfriend that he was seeing. But you found out. So now it spoiled everything, yeah, because there's people who don't have anything and they live together and they're in a relationship. You don't have to there's no amount of money. That was an excuse that your baby daddy gave you. It was an excuse to have you step aside a little bit while he figured out this other relationship. Allow him to continue, and you can co-parent, and he can support with costs or anything like child support, with anything like that. But the relationship, it's over, my friend. Should I forgive someone who ghosted for no reason whatsoever? How can I tell that he has changed? Even now that he's back, he's still not given you a reason. And you're wondering if you should forgive him. Forgive him for what? Why are you forgiving a ghost? Somebody said, let dead people, like bury dead people and let them sleep in peace. Why are we still going back to people who ghost? Like, you've been quiet, you have no explanation. Even when you've come back, there's still no explanation. And no, leave the guy. Just let him be. Let the dead guy, bury the dead guy. Oh my God. Hey. What to do when going through a devastating heartbreak? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Surround yourself with people who care about you, or be alone if you want to be alone. Cry if you need to cry, scream. Go to a kickboxing class if you need to be angry. Just deal with the emotions and don't run away from them. It's very difficult. Take one day at a time. Get over it slowly. There's no time limit. And if you're amongst people who tell you should have gotten over this by now, don't hang out with them for now, because they really don't understand and they're not being supportive. So just take your time and grieve the loss. My husband wants to build one house in Shags, which is the village, and my mother-in-law to have her wing in the same house. She doesn't have her own house. Why does she want to live in the same house as you? Is there any way to not be in Shags at the same time, so that she can have the house when you're not there and you can have it when she's not there? Is there any way to have like a timetable and stuff like that? Anyway, explore that route. Again, explore the route of speaking to your husband about it and just mentioning that it's not right for adults to live together. Even if they're the best of friends, they will start to irritate each other, and you want to have a respectful, good relationship with his mother, so you're not in support of the house. where she will be living in as well. Appeal to his senses. My boyfriend left me because I told him a comment a mutual friend said about his affection towards me. So he said he doesn't want to be with a girl who his friends keep telling stuff. He doesn't want to be with a girl who his friends are telling stuff. So it's you he's breaking up with and not his friends. He doesn't want to be with you. Move on. Move. Should I tell my boyfriend that I want to get married? Yes. Yes. Tell him, because he is your boyfriend, and if he does not want to get married, then you need to know your options. Okay? How do you think a woman knows they are ready to get married to a guy? It's a long story. So this person is having a baby with their boyfriend, and they've been dating for a year, and they both want babies and marriage, everything. They both want the whole thing, but now they are pregnant and the baby is coming. It's very exciting. The baby daddy wants them to move in together and get married as soon as possible. She wants to wait. Should she wait? The answer is yes. A resounding yes. Here's the thing, and this is not even something that men invented. They inherited it from their fathers and their uncles and their grandfathers and their all the male ancestors. Men are excited when a baby is coming, and then when the baby arrives, the sheer work that it will take, the effect it will have on your relationship is so big that some relationships don't survive it. Some marriages even don't survive a baby coming. So they will promise all of these things, and then you'll marry them, and when the baby comes, there will be so much stress, and they will turn around and tell you that you trapped them. Cliche as anything, but that is what they will say. You stay home, have the baby, and allow him to fulfill all the promises he has made, and to ask you to marry him with a 1-year-old, and then marry him. There's no rush to live together. There's literally stay away, so that when the baby comes, you can deal with issues, and you can still see if you want to get married even after all that stress. Okay? And with that, I'm going to close off this session. I can't wait to have another Ask Me for Advice, and I will be right here with another segment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, bye!